second down and 7. Now Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Eric Armstead. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like you went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
These two teams all tied after one. Lance now on first down. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A solid stiff arm. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 80 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Come on, baby, we got
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
This is caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 3 games here on this Wild Card Saturday is at halftime. We're going to back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Niners, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gott.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got it to Fulgham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Ryan. And incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On second down now, Huntley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And any time a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. And the Niners use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Well, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll get this into the hands of Huntley.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 49 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. Incomplete.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Now Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 12, a minute 13 to play. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Able to hook up here with Ridley. Gets past one man and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
His throw incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.